A shocking murder has emerged from Bengaluru near the skating ground under Channammanakere Achukattu Police Station limits. Now, on inspection, the police identified that the victim as Asha, a resident of Hulimavu. The accused Shamsuddin was arrested by 10 p.m. last night. Police discovered that Asha and Shamsuddin were in a live-in relationship. Asha was a widow and had 2 children. Shamsuddin, on the other hand, is already married and has 2 children who live with his wife in Assam. The two met while working for urban company and eventually entered into a live-in relationship. They rented a house in Hulimavu where they lived together. However, their relationship was far from peaceful. Frequent arguments reportedly took place between the two. On the day of the incident, an intense quarrel escalated and in a fit of rage, Shamsuddin strangled Asha to death. Now, after committing the murder, the accused transported Asha's body on a bike and disposed of it in a garbage truck to cover up the crime. The body was discovered the next morning by local residents who noticed strands of hair while disposing the trash and immediately alerted the police. My colleague Vajula, in fact, gets us the latest on this. Vajula, this is a shocking case of murder that has been reported. They tried to, in fact, dispose the body, the person tried to dispose the body in a garbage truck. It's come as a light that there was a live-in relationship between both of them. Give us more details on this particular case.
Absolutely, what is indeed a very shocking murder that has come to light from Bengaluru. This murder happened yesterday, and the body was recovered at around 1:45 on the 29th of July, 1:45 a.m. At around 2:30. The police had come there and they had got information from the local that the body was found like this at a garbage a dump. And after that, an investigation was led out, and the police were piecing in together how the body landed up at the garbage dump. They checked through all the CCTV together, and that is when they realized that a man had come here and dumped the body in a garbage. He had first wrapped it in a garbage bag and dumped it at this dump site over there. And that is when the investigation took place after CCTV footage were able to identify that particular person. And it turned out that it was the person with whom the deceased was having a living relationship. The deceased is believed to be somebody whose husband died a few years ago and was living with two of her kids. And Shamsuddin, the other person who's the accused in this entire incident, was also married, had a wife and 2 kids living in Assam. And in Bengaluru, they were working for this particular company, a private company, and were having a living relationship. But in the last few days, is what we've learned is there were a lot of fighting that was going on between the couple, which led to one such argument and resulting in a gruesome murder by Shamsuddin. We've learned that he then carried the body in the midst of the night, threw it in a dump yard, and then ran off from there. He was absconding late last night, but by around at 10 p.m. that evening, the police were able to trace him and book him and put him behind bars about this.
Also, Vajiola, now what is further investigation going to be with regard to this case? Now, they are going to in fact prove that he was the person who has. What kind of forensic evidence are they planning to gather on this?
There will be a score of investigation that will go on now. The police will first identify the motive behind the murder, then the modus operandi on how he killed her, what led to the argument that resulted in this particular death, what was the relation between the two of them, how many who are the people who are aware of this. Apart from that, the investigation will also piece together the garbage dumps, the dump site where the body was found, the strands of hair, and if there was any struggle between the two of them, was there a fight before he killed her? Was she trying to resist? So all these unanswered questions will be something that the police will now be investigating with the body in their hand and even the accused being arrested. So there will be an intense interrogation then will led by forensic investigation, which will be able to give us the actual reason and the actual modus operandi which led to the killing of Asha, the deceased.